In this video, we're going to be going over the top 5 problems for this 4th generation K1500. Now there's nothing wrong with owning one of these cars or buying one. Every car has their problems. These are just the top 5 that we have found. Number 1, the wiper board. Now some of the symptoms if the wiper board is bad that you may notice, the windshield wipers won't work, or they won't be working to the settings you have them set at, or they won't shut off. What the wiper board actually does, it's going to control the speed of the wiper motor. When you command the switch, it's going to send a signal to the board, and the board's going to tell the motor what to do. Now if you can get the board separately, you can replace just the board. Most of the time it's just good to replace the board and the motor together. Number 2, body and chassis grounds. So you can see right here on the frame of the vehicle, this is where one of the grounds should be, and it's connected right there, but it's broken up here. Here's the other side of it. You can see it's all badly corroded. And sometimes if these break, you may not notice any symptoms right away. The ground will find another path of how to get its ground, whether it goes through a different bolt or the motor mounts or something else. And that'll work temporarily, but eventually you're gonna see some weird electrical problems. The vehicle may not start, gauges and other things may do some funky things, or you may even get some lights. It'll look like a Christmas tree on there. So what you need to do is repair that ground strap. You can put a new ground strap. It doesn't have to be in the exact same location. You want it somewhat close, somewhere near the back side of the engine, and then have it go to the chassis. And then generally there's a ground from the chassis to the cab of the truck, and also from the cab of the truck to the motor. So if you have some weird electrical problems, check those grounds out. Number 3, door pins and bushings. So you may notice when you go to open your door that the door actually falls down a little bit. This one's not too bad, but you may notice it drop a lot more. And when that happens, that's due to the pins and bushings being worn. Now you can see the pins are right here, and the bushings are in between where they hinge. Now this is a common problem on a lot of vehicles, but you see it a lot, mostly on these trucks. To replace these bushings, you have to take this spring out of the door check. You're gonna need a special tool to put it back in. And then you probably want to have someone help you hold the door. You can put a floor jack underneath the door to support it, and then you just pop these pins out, pop the bushings out with a chisel and a hammer, and then pop new ones in, put it back together, and you're good to go. Number 4, engine oil leaks. Now most vehicles of this age are probably going to have an oil pan gasket leak, just like this one. That's pretty common. Front main seal, rear main seal, that's pretty normal, pretty standard. A lot of these models have this oil filter adapter, and those will actually leak. You take that oil filter adapter out, and there's an O-ring, and there's also a gasket on the top. Those have to be replaced. It's pretty easy to do. Just do that. And if the vehicle has oil cooler lines, then you'd have to pop those out as well. This one does not have that though. Number 5, the taillight boards. Now in these taillights, there's an electrical circuit board that the bulb's attached to. Now you may go to replace a bulb at one time and you notice that after you replace the bulb, it still doesn't work. Most likely the circuit board inside has failed and it has to be replaced. They get really hot, and most of the time you can see where it's actually burned. In that case, just replace the board and you'll be good to go. So those are our top 5 problems for this Chevy pickup that we have found. Most of those parts we actually sell at 1aauto.com, so check it out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel, ring that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our videos.